Welcome to Splatalot!
The mysterious and messy kingdom that invites 10 brave young warriors to go head-to-head with those despicable defenders as they compete to capture the greatest treasure in the land, the much-prized Splatalot crown.
Ow! Ow! Can the defenders keep the castle safe from the attackers? Or will our young warriors overcome every hurdle and ultimately find a true champion to rule this messy kingdom?
Who will tumble? Who will tilt? Who will teeter? And who will go splat?
Hello, I'm Dick, he's Dom. And this is Splatalot, the tournament that's livelier than a rattlesnake at a rock concert,
Cheekier than a chihuahua in a chip shop.
and messier than a hippo in a mud bath.
But don't let all that beastly nonsense fool you, because there's a serious problem facing this kingdom. Splatalot has no ruler.
But fear not, we've come up with 3 spectacular challenges to test our crown-wearing candidates to the very core.
Here's a little taster of what's coming your way. The Moat Challenge. 10 attackers will enter, but only the 6 fastest will survive.
Reach the dungeon, which will reduce that number down to 4.
And Capture the Crown, the final round where one attacker will claim the crown.
Those challenges are very tough indeed.
Well, we've only got 1 crown to give away, so we can't make it too easy for them.
Yeah, any attacker thinking this will be a walk in the park is in for a pretty big surprise.
Here's the Moat Challenge in more detail. The course is full of awkward obstacles. Once across the baffling barrels and piercing pellets, the attackers must make their way up the slippery slope.
But look out for the Splatzuka. It's also guarding the rolling mace, which leads to the impossible incline.
The beastly battle axes are next, followed by the Bridge of Disaster, which is protected by the Aqualizer.
And finally, the debilitating disc stands between the attackers and the finish line.
And if all that wasn't tough enough, we've also got the defenders to make things extra spicy.
Let's meet the terrible trio on moat duty today.
Fatal, the striking Viking who likes biking and hiking. Who's next?
Kookaburra is my name and Splat's my game.
He likes a laugh, unlike our bad-tempered, blue-eyed boy Thorn.
Caution, all viewers. Parental discretion is advised.
But the kids can watch.
Brilliant. Down on the course, the defenders are just about in position and loading their splatty weapons.
So let's meet our first attacker, Aristasia.
I'm a ninja!
If she were a true ninja, then she'd keep quiet about it.
Well, she steps with ninja-like precision across the first 2 falls, but falls at the 3rd.
I hear you're a poet. Bleh. Fatal is here to Splatzuka you.
Fatal, you're not a poet, and we all know it.
We also know Aristasia won't ace the mace.
She moves on to the incline, and doesn't ace that either.
It's time to defend. Umbrella's down.
Oh, looks like Aristasia's the one who needs a brolly.
She struggles on the axes, and lemon sucker!
Well, there was nothing ninja-like about that splat. Clumsy, noisy, and messy. Just how we like them.
There you go, here's a nice shower for you.
That umbrella could come in really handy now. Aristasia is nearly over the bridge, but no, she's down again.
Aristasia tried to get the crown, but Thorn's so cool, he splatted her down. Boom!
Yeah, I would keep working on it.
Good advice, Kook. Battered sausage!
Well, our poor little ninja poet has splatted at every single hurdle today.
Poet down.
But she's soon back up to finish in 8:18.
Good for you. Now here's some goo.
Here's Reece.
I'm Reece and I rock.
Reece rocks.
Nathaki, and he lands like a rock on the barrels.
Reece, I have a soft spot for singers.
Don't let Fatal distract you, Reece. Nose goblin!
Yes, Reece may rock, but now he's rolling off the mace.
Reece, you're like a cute amphibian.
Okay, let's turn this into a little leapfrog. There we go.
Not exactly cute, though. Reece survives the water blast. Now, what about the axes? Oh, Pinky Master!
I'm Thorn, and I'm the brawn around this castle.
Well, Prawny Thorn, I'm sure our froggy friend Reece would have you for breakfast.
Great defending.
This guy's like a leapfrog. I can't help it.
You blithering pig!
And Reece hops for joy because he's finished in 5:22.
Here's Liam.
I am a dragon!
Magic! Every castle needs a dragon.
But this dragon's had his day, I'm afraid.
Liam's fine, but can't get past the barrels and does not finish.
I know crazy!
Oh, this should be good, then.
Drippy PA! Taylor's also crazy about photography.
That was picture perfect, Taylor.
She clears the mace and now heads down the incline. So far, so good.
Coop decides it's slime time, but she's fine with that, too.
Oh, and now the water blast has a go, but she survives and sees the funny side.
Nothing funny about the axes, though. Croaky poke!
Did anyone see that? Let's rewind that. Can we get a replay?
Of course, Kook. We always enjoy seeing a good splat again.
Taylor starts well, but she's out of step with her final step.
And she finishes in 6:27, which could be good enough to see her through.
Where'd the cheese go?
I imagine Vane had something to do with it, Emily.
Heady Bosh!
Where did the splats go?
Apparently, Emily can contort her body.
I want you to do some contortion, okay? And I'll let you pass.
An interesting offer from Kookaburra, but Emily decides to turn him down. She might regret that.
Wet suitcase!
Are those the kind of contortions you had in mind, Coop?
Oh, Thermidor!
Do you want to know who took the cheese? I did.
Thanks for that, Thorn. Now, what's Fatale doing?
Not concentrating, that's what.
Oh, but she still manages to splat Emily on the back.
I think that was more luck than judgment.
Oh, now this looks uncomfortable, but it seems to be working. She's across and makes her way up the platform.
That's a very good round from Emily.
But will it be good enough?
Yes, that time of 3:47 takes her into the lead.
You know all that goo at the end of each attacker's round?
Yeah, do you think it's a bit mean?
Absolutely. It's brilliant. Well, that's the first 5 attackers round the course, which means we're halfway through the moat challenge.
So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Emily's currently in first place with 3:47, followed by Reece, Taylor, Aristasia and Liam, who did not finish.
So that's how the first 5 did. All they can do now is sit back and watch the next 5.
They now know the times they have to beat, but is that necessarily a good thing? They'll have one eye on the clock, but they'll need to stay focused on the course too.
And all of that is bound to lead to more splatting. Now, at the end of the moat challenge, the 6 fastest attackers will go through to the next round, which means 4 attackers will be leaving. You ready?
Yeah.
Now, my assistant here has 5 balloons representing the first 5 attackers. The blue one represents the current leader. Now, let's say all the attackers in the first half are the slowest. 4 of them would have to leave the tournament. That would still leave our current leader intact. In this case, Emily. So in other words, if you're in the lead at the halfway stage, you're laughing all the way to round 2. You just deflated Emily.
Here's the leaderboard. So Emily is safe, but Reece, Taylor and Aristasia have to wait and see. Liam is already out as he did not finish.
Let's head back to the course.
So the defenders have primed their slime and are ready to go.
Here's attacker number 6, Madison.
Mistake!
Meat-loving Madison makes her move, but she has a beef with the barrels.
Maddie, Fatale has a surprise for you.
Great, I love surprises.
You'll never get me!
Guys, this is not an alarm. There's a zebra on the loose.
Fatale goes hunting and splats Stripey Madison once again.
That spurs our young attacker into action, but the mace roll takes her down.
Leave poor zebra alone.
Down the incline, over Handy.
Jump, zebra. Jump.
Defender bender!
Madison is certainly making an impact, mainly in the moat, though.
Dishfoot!
Dead, zebra, you're free.
Well, despite some heavy splatting, Madison makes it over in 4:46.
Here's Jack.
Look out, defenders, because Jack's back.
That's a winning smile, but can he win over the barrels? No.
Jack went splat. Can you say that, Jack?
Oh no, Fatale's rhyming again.
Jack ignores her and he's over the incline.
Oh, but the water blast gets him and he's down.
You know, Jack, you said you're back. I mean, I don't think we've ever met, really, have we?
Please shut up, Thorn.
Salmonarch! He's back in the skillet.
But with that time of 4:18, Jack will also be back in round 2. Oh, look what else is back, Jack.
Is that a stump?
Here's Tyler.
Oh, it's an early bath, which turns into a long soak.
Yes, he's fine, but Tyler decides the moat challenge is a challenge too far.
Mother hens want to find me.
Other hens, Rida. Tiddle push.
That's how we get rid of ya, Rida.
Rida leaves Fatale and the mace behind, then sits down for a chat with Kook.
Welcome to Kook's Got Talent. Show me your talent, and I'll let you pass.
Talent!
She just didn't have the X Factor.
Spangly tat!
Maybe she's got the Eggs Factor instead.
Mother hens want to splat you.
Looks like Fatale wants to splat Rida too. Drizzle waps!
Rida falls foul of the splat ball, but it's not the only thing that's foul around here.
You failed so badly, but it looked like you were flying.
When you get up there, you need to bolt, baby.
You know, you're not supposed to give inside tips away.
Oh! Fatale splats Kook. That's really ruffled his feathers.
Rida's mother hens are pretty animated about it too.
Not least because that time of 7:42 is good enough for now.
Haters gonna hate.
Now, Brayden's splat fact is that he sleeps with 9 pillows.
Something tells me he won't find the moat challenge so cozy.
Haters gonna hate. Splatter's gonna splat.
Bring it on.
He takes the mace roll on. Oh, he slips, but he survives.
I'm not even going to defend. You're going to slip down there, I guarantee you.
You gotta do better than that.
So is Kook about to be proved right? Oh, hedgehog!
Well, Brayden did end up in the moat, so all credit to Kook and his mind games.
Haters gonna hate, and Thorn is going to Thorn.
Good one.
He's gonna fall. Oh!
Oh, turkey trumpet!
That one wasn't so hard for Thorn to predict, especially when Brayden let go of the rope.
He won't mind, though, as that was the fastest time today.
So, making it through the moat challenge, we have Brayden, Emily, Jack, Madison, Reece, and Taylor.
Bad luck to hen-loving Rida, ninja poet Aristasia, sleeping dragon Liam, and stumpy splatter Tyler.
They must head home, but our remaining 6 attackers have to stay, because it's time for Ditch the Dungeon.
Yes, they're one step nearer to the majestic Splatalot crown, but steps usually lead to slips, slides, and splats. Well, that was a great way to end round 1.
Is this the cue?
Cue for what?
For Coot's Got Talent, I've got an act that will knock his socks off. This is little Lionel. You name an attacker, and he will do the battle cry.
Okay. Aristasia.
I'm a ninja.
Oh, Rida?
Mother hens want to find me.
Emily?
Where did the cheese go?
Oh, brilliant. Could you tell me what my battle cry would be?
Let's see,
I'm dumb and I'm scared of all the defenders.
All right, little Lionel. What would Dick say?
I'm Dick and I put bogies in Dom's tea when he's not looking.
yes, clearly not working properly. Maybe I'll give the talent show a miss.
Yes, right. Should we get back to the real talent? Here are the 6 attackers who've made it through to round 2. We have Brayden, Emily, Jack, Madison, Reece, and Taylor, who all need to ditch the dungeon.
And this is how it's done. The attackers must escape from the stock market, then once over the slippery splat walk, they can start climbing the loathsome ladder.
The defenders will be slowing them down at all times with a host of slimy weaponry, but those that make it to the top can claim a flag.
Here's the thing. There aren't enough flags to go round. There are only 4, so that means 2 of the 6 attackers won't be making it to the final.
It's almost like we don't want to let them through.
Nothing gets past you, does it? Unlike our next lot, generally everything gets past the defenders.
Here's who's on duty for round 2.
Madiva, she never makes any sense, so lets her splats do all the talking. Vane, he always has an appetite for attackers. And finally,
I'm Scab!
Scab rule 311.
Always have a trick.
Up your sleeve.
oh dear, told you he had an appetite.
Down in the stock market, Brayden's in yellow, Emily's in pink, Jack's in blue and orange, Madison's in stripes, Reece is in green, and Taylor's in orange.
The defenders are also in position. I can't say exactly what's going on in their minds, but I'm sure they're ready for some splatting.
And they're off! The attackers escape from their stocks and soon break free through the gates.
Brayden leads the way, and the rest form an orderly queue behind.
Oh, but it doesn't take Brayden long to lose his footing, and down he goes!
Vane opens up the froth buffer and dislodges Taylor.
Madiva bowls a slime ball, and Brayden, who's only just back up, heads back down.
Heads! Scabs plays with that.
That was a spicy meatball. Can I eat that next time?
Vane pretty much thinks about everything in terms of food.
Oh, now what's this? Taylor almost splats Scab.
But Madison leads a downward slide, and Taylor's in the sploosh. Scab splats Emily.
And Brayden slips yet again. He's off back down to the splat walk.
Madiva splats Emily.
Diva keeping it real, child. That's right.
Emily retaliates, but she can't reach the defenders.
Madiva bowls again, and this time she splats Jack, who nudges Emily, and they're both in the soup.
Diva is looking into her crystal ball.
Oh, this'll be good.
I see Jack. I see Madison. I see Taylor. I see Splat.
Well, who would have predicted that?
Madison's on the receiving end, but Taylor suffers the most with the trip to the foam bath.
Now it's Jack's turn. He slips and slides back into the water.
And there goes Emily once again. She must love it in there.
Incoming! Pedal paddle!
It's an all-out splat attack from the defenders. Taylor's off her feet. Jack slips to the splat walk with Brayden. And finally, Madison slides and splats.
Right.
Brayden loses his grip again. He slides, and then the splat walk sends him back to square one.
Bring it in. And then you just bring it down.
Punchy toad.
Vane splats Madison. She takes out Reece, and then finishes in the frothy brew.
One splat grenade. You're done.
The defenders are in charge right now.
Ring Tony!
Gab splats Madison this time, and she collides with Emily and Taylor.
Oh, and Jack slips again. None of the attackers can get a grip.
More bowling practice for Madiva.
Jack is once again the target, and he starts a Splatalot.
Diva style, baby.
Can Brayden make a comeback? No, just a slide back. Look out, Jack.
Shot of the day.
Oh, hippie finger!
That's a direct splat from Scab, but this time Brayden bravely holds on.
Not for long, though. Madiva gets him with yet another slime ball.
She bowls again, and this time Jack and Taylor head south.
A third bowl. And now it's Madison who plummets, producing another perfect pile-up.
Can it get any worse for the attackers?
It's the balls of doom.
Yes, it can.
Ball of doom!
And not a single attacker is left standing on the loathsome ladder.
Jack is the first to recover.
But Vane sees the danger and slimes him back down.
Brayden decides on an all-out sprint. So far, so good. Oh, but once again, the slippery surface is his undoing.
Top slide on the splat walk, though.
Jack also can't hold on, and he takes Reece along for the ride, who provides another superb slide.
And here's Madison bouncing into the broth.
Look out, Jack!
Doom ball! Wow, Jack's gone head-to-head with the ball of doom, and I think the ball's won.
It seems to single the poor lad out. I'm sure it was nothing personally.
Emily might take this personally, though. Both Vane and Scab are splatting her.
What's Medivh up to?
She's left the top of the ladder unguarded. Surely the attackers can take advantage.
Brayden's the first to try. He's nearly there, but no, he's hosed all the way back down into the slimy water.
I got it under control.
Taylor takes a steadier approach, but she's about to be overtaken by Jack, and he's the first to make it over.
Hog sizzle! Well, that just about sums this round up. Even when the attackers win, they get splattered.
But he's fine. Madison is also over, so we now have 2 finalists.
Oh, Emily slips back down, but Taylor is up and over. The steady approach pays off, and she claims the 3rd flag.
Brayden manages to recover. Reece is coming up from behind, but it's too late as Brayden becomes our 4th finalist. So that's it. Round 2 is complete.
Time for these slides of shame. Emily is first, ensuring that her shamed nose doesn't get any water up it.
And here comes Reece, who decides sliding shamefully has to be done sideways.
That leaves us with our 4 flag-waving finalists. It's fair to say they're pretty pleased with themselves right now.
So here's confirmation of the attackers who are in the final. Jack, Madison, Taylor and Brayden.
Commiserations to our losers, but congratulations to our winners.
Yes, they can rest for now, but they'll soon be competing again for the most treasured prize in the land.
Of course, that prize comes at quite a price. And in the kingdom of Splatalot, everything is paid for in splats.
Time now to take a look at our 4 finalists. We've cut out all the boring bits. For example, who wants to know that Brayden is a part-time astronaut and secret agent, or that Madison likes to relax wrestling crocodiles? No! This is all about the stat facts from the first 2 rounds. And for that, we need the Splat Stat hat. Put it on. Go!
Taylor has finished 6th and 3rd so far. Madison has a better record with a 4th and 2nd place to her name. Brayden won the 1st round, but only just qualified in the 2nd, leaving Jack as our favourite. He has the best record, coming 3rd in the Moat Challenge and 1st in Ditch the Dungeon.
So, Jack's our favourite, but that might just spur the other 3 on to do better. Here's a reminder of all 4.
We have Brayden, Jack, Madison and Taylor.
Those are the finalists. Now, here's the final course in slightly splattier detail.
The Capture the Crown round has a little bit of everything. The attackers start with a trip to the Dire Mire, where they'll find the barrier of all barriers.
They then head through the gate where the terrifying teas await. Once over, they must leap onto the scary go-round, climb over the annihilating arm, and land on the gruesome twosome.
The clobbering cannons are next, followed by a leap onto the royal ramps, and once they've climbed up the slippery rock wall, they'll find what they're looking for.
And just to keep the splat count high, we've got all 6 defenders guarding the course.
They really don't like losing this crown, and you can rest assured they won't give it up without a splat.
Scab and Fatal are on Splatzookas, Kook and Vane are on cannon duty, Medivh's on the equalizer, and Thorn, as ever, is vaporizing.
Here are the attackers. Jack's in blue, Taylor's in orange, Madison's in stripes, and Brayden's in yellow.
And they're off!
Jack takes an early lead, and Taylor takes an early dunk in the Dire Mire.
Jack's over, followed by Brayden. But Madison finds the barriers living up to its name.
So the boys head for the terrifying tees.
Jack's the first to have a go, and he's the first to splat.
Can Brayden do any better? He's got further. Oh! And he hangs on.
Here's a feisty one.
He leaps and becomes the first finalist to cross the tees.
Back to the barrier, which is still causing problems for Madison and Taylor.
Brayden is now on the scary go-round. He's building a healthy lead.
Can he clear the arm? Yes, but he clears the scary go-round too.
Jack tries the tees again. Squiggaloid!
Well, it was a giant leap from Jack, but the splat was even bigger.
Here's Madison. Onion bungee!
It's another giant splat. Maybe Jack's coaching her.
Jack tries a different approach, but it's the same result.
It's not like you need your face, huh?
Well, he refuses to give in, and this time he's making steadier progress.
Get him!
Wait a minute, I'll get
Nearly
this.
there, and yes, Jack's perseverance has paid off.
Back to Brayden, who's tackling the arm again.
Jack tries to join him, but Trump accuser!
Brayden's now approaching the gruesome twosome. He leaps, but he can't quite hold on.
I'm telling you now. Better watch him.
Medivh's right. Brayden's showing a lot of promise in this final.
He steps carefully across the scary go-round. He needs to get back to the gruesome twosome after failing that first landing.
Here he goes, and this time the landing is good.
Surrender to the defender.
Thorn vaporizes Brayden, and he's down.
Back to Taylor on the tees. Dog flap!
Madison has another go. Double dog flap.
Once again, giant leap, giant splat.
Jack goes out.
Scab and Fatal try to distract Jack, but he's over the arm and heading for the twosome.
He steadies himself. He's slimed and vaporized and frothy barbar.
Well, the defenders threw everything that's in there.
This is close encounters of the thorn kind.
Brayden has a close encounter with the cannons, and he survives.
Fish toot!
Kook goos him, but he still makes it onto the ramps.
If anything, that splat helped him on his way.
Ah! I'm gonna make it rain!
Medivh makes life slippery for Brayden, but he's hanging on.
That was really good.
Jack's back at the twosome. He really needs to catch up with Brayden, and this time he makes it.
Brayden tries the rock wall. Shish kebab.
Well, Scab's aim was off, but so was Brayden's landing.
Madison still at the tees. And how about that for perseverance? She's finally over.
But Taylor still can't get the hang of them.
Madison moves onto the annihilating arm. She's got a firm hold, but the scary go-round plays footsie, and she loses a shoe.
That's quite a feat, or in this case, quite a foot.
Well, she's lost the slip-on, and now she slips off.
Jack's nearly caught up with Brayden, but run call on the cob!
Well, lots of things happening all at once there. First Madison's footloose splat, and then Jack's high kick in the moat.
Kook slimes Brayden.
You gon' go splat!
Medivh needs to focus on Brayden. He's back on the royal ramps.
This will be his second attempt at the rock wall.
Kook tries desperately to put him off.
Steps onto the wall, and he's down again.
Fantastic.
Jack now heads for the ramps and a chance at the wall, but he slips and budgie budget.
Back to Taylor, and she's made it over the tees. Tremendous effort.
Madison's cleared the arm, but can't make her landing. Collie wobble.
Yes, the annihilating arm and the scary go-round are a pretty lethal combination.
Brayden heads back to the ramps, and he's over.
Taylor leaps, but slippery blimp!
And in the process, she joins Madison's one-shoe club.
Pathetic sliming from Vane.
Jack leaps, and he's also onto the ramps.
Brayden goes for the wall and falls again. The defenders concentrate on Jack, and this time Vane well and truly slimes him.
Brayden makes it quickly back onto the ramps, but if Jack secures his landing, then it might all be too late.
He leaps and flump brigade.
Brayden's turn. And yes, this time, he's made it!
And the desperate defenders come up with something to stop him.
No! No!
Scabs had no effect, and Brayden's nearly there.
He's over the wall now and moments away from that crown.
He gives us a victory yell and completes the final. The crown is in his hands, and the kingdom has a new ruler.
Vane and Jack both gracious in defeat.
And even Scab resists the temptation to splat Madison one last time.
Maybe they all realise they've lost to a worthy champion. Well done, Brayden, our new king of Splatalot.
Well done indeed. What a fantastic final. Brayden attempted the rock wall 3 times before he conquered it.
Our tournament favourite Jack had his chance, but Brayden refused to give up and thoroughly deserved his victory.
Well done to Taylor and Madison too, especially on the tees. Other attackers might have just thrown in the towel, but they just kept going.
So, how do we follow that?
Easy. Here's Splash of the Day. And it comes from our new ruler, Brayden. He was still learning the ropes in the moat challenge, which is probably why he let go of the rope on the debilitating disc.
A right royal splat, which met with Kook's approval. Now here's Brayden's journey to the crown. He was the fastest round the moat, but found round 2 much harder.
He kept slipping, sliding and splatting, and only just managed to qualify for the final.
But he managed to find an extra gear and led easily for most of the way, overcoming each and every hurdle. That is until he reached the rock wall. It took 4 attempts, but eventually he made it.
No defender can stop me.
So let's go back down to the course to hear King Brayden's first proclamation.
My first act as King of Splatalot is to have one of you thrown in the moat. I wish I could do it to all of you, but today, it'll be you, Kook.
Kook? That's a surprise.
Not really. He's always taunting and dishing out smart remarks.
Well, he's now speechless.
So that's just about it for today. We've had a great tournament and found a new ruler for this kingdom.
Not a bad day's work, even if I say so myself.
You just did.
We'll have more mess and mayhem for you soon, but for now, we'll leave you with the Splatterpult ceremony. Take it away, Kook!
Yes, Kook, but not for long.
So, folks, until next time, keep splatting!